Hello everyone, thank you for tuning in. This is just for fun. As you can see, I'm on serious lag there at the moment. My router rather, has been struggling today. Now what's funny is, Duvani and myself, he's been on pole position the last 2 times, even though we've had the same lap time. Super interesting that. So now it's put me in front of him for some reason. And then we got level up driving from Francais. So who knows? I could very well lose the stream because my connection is so bad. It's not streaming from South Africa, it's streaming from the UK. Trent Baker, Forza 7, Xnay. Greetings everyone. Okay, so I can't read comments while I'm driving because they just sit on my phone. But hello everyone. Thank you for tuning in on this Sunday. I was in the Nürburgring yesterday, and I was meant to get my permit by doing an actual race, and it didn't come through because the car failed before I could get in the car, which means my 4th attempt now at doing my permit has failed. Okay, so far I finished second twice in a row. I made a couple of mistakes in the last 2 races. Too many mistakes, I mean. Let's go after this guy. TT's got top speed. This race is actually very hard to win. Even in the slipstream I can't get close. Oh, it's quite common for that to happen, especially in the slipstream around here. Credit to this guy in front who's managed to get this TT to turn around here. I'm in the Toyota, by the way. Hope some of you watched the Grand Prix today. Super fun. Incredible strategy and driving. I didn't get a chance to move my brake balance exactly where I wanted to on that lap. But anyway, this brake balance moving is an experiment in this race. I haven't adjusted it before. Okay, probably the best exit I've had out of there. But I can't quite get close enough. Ho ho ho! Where do I want the brake balance? Let's go to what I know best. Okay, fuck. Screw it, we're going rear. Oh, too much understeer. Just can't quite get there. Come on, slipstream! No, no chance. Fun race though. 16.5. Just not quite enough. Just not quite enough. My YouTube app crashed. There it is. Okay, press pause there. Okay, reading the comments. Do you know Super GT? Of course. We've done races together. There's videos on us together. Thoughts on Austrian GP? Austrian GP? I didn't watch the Austrian GP. I haven't watched any of the races recently. I've been at racetracks. Okay, so I haven't been live streaming that much lately because I've been away, and that's why I haven't been online that much, and my videos have slowed down. So what we have at the moment is I wanted to create a onboard story about Spa, but guess what? We didn't get any recordings from Spa, nothing. We just have practice and qualifying, and practice was not that interesting. How was Spa? Spa was terrible in terms of a result. We had an issue in the second hour with our brakes, which took 5 laps to fix, and then we had the issue again 15 minutes later, which took 2 laps to fix. So we decided if we were going to have another problem later in the race, we would retire the car because we were out of the championship and we couldn't win the race. And then around 2:30 a.m., just after I'd finished driving, the next driver got in the car, unfortunately landed up in the gravel. Hi from the UK. Matt Morris, how you doing? Yep, this is Willow Springs. First place drops the tires to make dust every lap in that turn. I don't think the physics works that way, to be honest. It definitely affects his tires. Big Willow fan, challenging track. I hate Willows, but it's been fun to race. Don't know how you still managed to finish this track, but it did. The French dude is doing well, managing terminal understeer. Yeah, he's doing super well. Tsutsu, I'm seeing you breaking lap records there, bro. Because when I logged in earlier, you had a 16.1 and now you're on a 15.9. Amazing. Do you have any kart videos laying around? Yes, I do. but the quality is not as good as Alvarez, because when I was doing karts, you weren't allowed to put the camera on your helmet. I'm still amazed he gets away with that. Hello from America. Guys, what's happening? Can't wait till you drive an iRacing. I do drive an iRacing. What are your thoughts on Assetto Corsa? Okay, so I've answered this question 10 billion times. I need to make a post about it. That's pretty much what I need to do. Assetto Corsa is great. Love it. I just don't have a PC yet. Plan was to get one this month, but I haven't had the time. So the PC project is probably delayed by another 3 or 4 weeks, unfortunately. Yeah, I got two. I've got thoughts on Project Cars 2. Hate it. Also hate turning into corners, it seems. Yeah, so my karting vids I only have from when I did the African Open, which was like in 2012 or something. The best race, one of the best races I ever did was in karting, I think in 2012 or 2011, maybe 2012. I came from last to second or third out of 32 karts or something. And the onboard camera is completely covered with oil, so you can't see any of the moves. So that's a shame. But I did think of trying to show some of my karting stuff, but I don't have anything that's good enough that's worth sharing, honestly. The quality of the camera and the onboard is just simply not good enough. Difficult corner, that. Ooh. Do you think PC2 feels like driving with wet tires on a dry track? No, it feels like you're driving slick tires on an ice track. There's no feeling, there's nothing, there's no sound feedback. You don't know when you touch the brakes, it doesn't sound like anything. It's just, in my opinion, they did too much. They tried to do too much in that game, and they actually admit it. If you would only make a ACC for PS4, we all would know the answer more easily. Yeah, but they don't have the time or the resources at the moment to do a PlayStation 4 version. I know that they are looking at PlayStation 5, but you are all a very difficult bunch to please, you know. If they made the game for PlayStation, everyone would complain that A, there's not enough tracks, and B, there's not enough cars, because it's just a GT3 game. So I don't think PlayStation is the right market for competizione, because it's impossible to satisfy everyone. Oh man, that corner is so difficult to get right. That's the reason I don't like this track, is that corner. Woo! That's not how you take that corner either, or this one. You want to avoid the Mario90, thanks so much for the donation, my man. Legend. I am well, so I am very well, thank you. I'm going to read the comments again in a minute. Braking too late for this corner can cost you a lot of lap time. The sound in here is awesome, but the seating position is wrong. I love people who push for the cockpit view and they're like, put the cockpit view, it's more realistic. But then or half you guys who do the cockpit view put this camera right up against the speedo. It's like, that's not realistic at all, man. Usually when you sit inside one of these cars, you're sitting so far back that you need binoculars to see the speedo. Ah, but cockpit view is so realistic. No, it's not. None of this stuff is realistic, guys. But it gets close enough to trick us, right? So Tsutsu, if you're still in the chat, I wanted to know if you're going to New York, my man. No, it's not working. So it's okay if it's just a GT3 game. We only race GT3 anyway. That is true. But gamers will complain, guys. Gamers will complain. They complain that there's not enough selection in Gran Turismo Sport, which is total nonsense. So can you imagine ACC? BR is the way to go for... Yes, I agree. The corner you hate is massive in person. Not sure what you mean. You mean massively difficult? Or wide? Or... ISG 54, I'm having a super moi day, my friend. I got back from Germany this morning, had a little nap, then watched MotoGP, British GT, and Formula 1 at the same time. Thrustmaster wheel, I use Thrustmaster. There's nothing wrong with Thrustmaster. So changing Thrustmaster to improve Project Cars 2 is changing the wrong thing. You shouldn't be playing Project Cars 2. Okay, what else we got here? Can you do a 115 on this track? Only Tsutsu can do a 115. Look at this guy. Let's go to him quickly while we wait for the matching to happen. Look at that, 15.9, unbelievable. Look, lots of guys doing 15s now. I mean, a total of 2. Meanwhile, I can't break 4s. I just can't. Okay. Richard van Rensburg, ahoy! GTR 2, yeah! GTR 2 is amazing, had such good sound design. But that's what Assetto Corsa's also got pretty good at the moment, is sound design. And I think that Gran Turismo is not that far off. Gran Turismo before GT Sport was a total disaster. It sounded like you were listening to a vacuum cleaner. But GT Sport has definitely greatly improved upon that. Woo! Only thing that's irritating me about this car in this game is watch here. So the guy, it's a manual gearbox. And you'll see now when I change up, it's like a DSG. This guy's got the quickest hands in the game. It's like Gran Turismo, surely you could have got that right, because you get it right in other cars. Wait for it. Look at that, instant. I think it's to manage the BOP against other GR4 cars, Group 4 cars. Look at that, instant changes. What am I doing? Guys, I don't usually drive like this. Woo! Okay. 20 seconds to go. I'm going to keep reading comments until the race. Do you set your BB here, or do you continue to adjust it around the track? Generally, I just leave it at -3. Do you ever try race room? No, I haven't tried it. What everyday car do you drive in real life? No car. I don't own a car. In 2015 or 16, I had an Audi S3, silver one, grey one. But I sold that so I could pay for my racing. Edwin, thank you so much, sir. Go buy your PC. Oh, Tsutsu's in the game. I knew it. He's just gonna piss off into the distance, honestly. And now look, Duvani is now ahead of me, whereas the previous race he qualified behind me. So there's that. Game designers have to choose between showing the time it takes to shift and letting the player really decide when to shift. Yeah, but in other cars in this game, the manual shift feels like a manual shift. It's long. But I know why they do it. It's to manage the balance of performance against other cars. How do you get to races and stuff with no car? Trains and planes, my man, and rental cars. Yeah, so I have the same time as Duvani in the last 4 races, and 3 times Gran Turismo's put him in front, and 1 time it's put me in front. So that's a bit strange. Tsutsu, if you're in the stream, hello sir. He's gonna smoke us now. What's your favorite team in F1? Ferrari. Favorite driver used to be Alonso. I don't have a favorite driver now. Maybe Ricciardo. But I think I think Hamilton is the greatest of all time. So, Greg, thank you so much. What track have you not driven yet that you'd really like to? Bathurst. Although I hate it in the game, I really don't enjoy it. But what other track? Sebring. Bathurst and Sebring. So I live in London, guys, and I do like Kimi, but he's not my favorite. One of my best friends, he loves Kimi so much that we've been calling him Kimi since 2007. His name is Kimi Räikkönen on my phone. Hamilton is the greatest of all time. He is the GOAT. He's not a GOAT, he is the GOAT. I truly believe that. And I don't just mean looking at the records. Yeah, so I rate Kimi highly. I sometimes think that he should have taken Vettel's seat at Ferrari this year. Anyway, stop talking, David. Let's go racing. Duvani always goes wide there, every single lap. What a legend. Didn't mean to bump you there. So Tsutsu we just ignore, guys. He's in a race of one. He's doing 15s in the time trials. I've learned to forget about stuff like that. I haven't been able to overtake anyone today. It's been a nightmare. Literally no one I can overtake today. No one. Come on, David, let's try get a podium, man. Nope, too much understeer there. My line is wrong and I don't know how to fix it. Bit aggressive there, Perel, bit aggressive. But fair, gave it back. Had to try something. Ah! Come on, Dave. Come on, Davey Dave. How are we gonna fix this? Okay. Super GT has the best hair for sure. Yeah. Danny Rick is a great personality. He's also a great driver. Oh my god, Super GT. Nick Heidfeld is the true GOAT. Get out. Get out of my live stream, bro. Get out of my live stream. Okay. How about my boy Wang? Who is Wang? Oh, Wang is the guy that Super GT put in his F1 game. Phenomenal. Ram Shadow would have won the Hungarian Grand Prix. Yes, sure. Jackie Stewart would destroy him. Based on what, guys? Hamilton's racing much faster cars these days. Much more difficult to drive fast. I mean, Jackie Stewart would probably be there, but I still think that Hamilton would be able to take him on. Of course he would be able to. Jackie was a very good driver, but it's a completely different era, blah blah blah. Yes, the whole era thing is a whole new thing. Max drove a pretty good race, too bad his team effed up. It wasn't so clear cut. I think Mercedes undercut them there and did a good job of it. So, well, what we're going to do now is we're going to try Daily Race C in the Audi. No Panterino. Yeah, that was a bit tight. Merck's strategy was too good, yes. 16-1 in the race, 16-0 in the end there. Van Duyn is the true MVP. I think Van Duyn had a terrible time at McLaren, but is world class. Shows you what the mental game can do. Look at what happened to Kvyat. He now looks like a hero, but at one point he was terrible. The cars were much more difficult to drive. Yeah, but Hamilton would be able to drive those cars too. F1 has always been about who has the best tech. When Jackie Stewart was driving, it was always the best. Also about who had the best tech. So Formula 1 is a mixture of technology and best technology and best drivers. No question. So if you look at any era, look at when Senna and Prost were driving. They lapped all the way up to second place, or third place. Obviously, they didn't lap each other. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. fact, I watched the other day on F1 TV. Is that a penalty? I think I'm about to get a penalty. I watched the other day on F1 TV the classic Suzuka race between Senna and Prost. I mean, you want to talk about a car advantage. Oh my god. Senna crashed, or Senna and Prost crashed together. The marshals pushed Senna back, restarted his car. He then drove a lap without the front wing, pitted for a new front wing when they weren't exactly trained to change front wings very quickly. Took forever. Sped out the pit lane. By the way, no pit speeds at those times. I mean, how manic is that? And then still managed to catch the leader and win the race by like 5 seconds or something. It was completely ridiculous. I just, after watching Hamilton and Verstappen, their car control in modern F1 cars, I don't see how they would struggle in slower cars as well. I mean, like from the 70s and 80s, they have phenomenal car control. As you can see in the rain, they utterly crush the competition, and that to me just tells me that no matter what car they drove, they'd be absolutely damn freaking fast in them. So this race I've also been struggling to win. I think I've only won at Willow Springs once, and this week. Not that I've played that much. And I've won here once because of strategy. But the difference between the no-stopper and the one-stopper is actually quite close. And I can't quite get the fuel management right. 3 times now I've run out of fuel heading onto the main straight on the last lap, and just been pipped at the line. So not quite there yet, but I mean, I think the one stopper is still the fastest way around here, but I've been making too many mistakes recently in my driving. So, but we're going to this race now just to mix it up a little bit for those who tuned into the live stream earlier. Otherwise you're gonna go Willow crazy. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Where is my ghost? Oh, he's so far up the road. Oh no, it didn't set a ghost time because it was red. Okay, that makes total sense. So it records the time as a delta, but it won't give you the ghost. Gran Turismo. There are elements of you which truly baffle the brain. Okay, I'm going to read the comments in a second. I just want to do one more lap to warm up for what will be a smoking competition against the other guys. Also, I'm pretty sure that they've improved their qualifying times since I set this on Tuesday, I think. Where's my brake balance? Should be to the rear. Big cut, big cut. Just realized that this race could be incredibly boring to watch because of the fuel saving. Rolls it in. Absolute neck ripper in real life, I'm sure. Sure of it. See, mistakes like that, ladies and gentlemen, is why I'm not one of the top Gran Turismo drivers. Oh, send it around the outside. Let's get that penalty. Okay. Reading. Ramp for money, David Perel. Absolutely. KLM Pace, what's happening? Nick Heidfeld won the wipe the floor competition. Oh, he would. Yeah, thanks for that. Yeah, he probably would, mate. Especially in Formula E, as we could see, he was absolutely smoking them there. Awesome to meet you in your pit box in Zandvoort. Yes, sir. Absolute pleasure. Just by the way, if any of you are at any of my races, please don't be shy. Come say hello. If I have the time and if it's possible, I'll definitely show you around. No problem. Mick Schumacher bagged his first F2 win this weekend. Was cool to see. I am a bit concerned about his pace though. I hope next year he does a better job. Master of overtaking, not at the moment. Not at the moment, M82. At the moment, a bit of a joke in Gran Turismo. Do you think Verstappen will be one of the all-time greats? He must surely already be one of the all-time greats. Would you ever race an LMP2 or P3 car? Absolutely. Waiting for the phone call. I've had 3 LMP2 tests cancelled on me, which is pretty devastating. David, are you interested in joining a top-tier team in GT Sports? Yeah. But I don't have the time to play Gran Turismo anymore at the moment. So I'm a bit slow right now. I know when I put in the time and effort, I get closer to the top guys, but I'm definitely no Tsutsu or TRL Lightning or Tijni. So those guys absolutely just kill me, and I just don't have their speed and sense of timing for this game. But yeah, I mean, if I had the time, I would love to. I would love to put in the time and effort to at least try and qualify for the Gran Turismo World Finals or one of the live events, you know. I definitely, when I was around 25 and I was putting in big hours, I think back then. I could have maybe qualified for an event. That was almost 10 years ago, and at least in Gran Turismo I've lost a few tenths since then. This lap time is beatable. Okay, after this we're going to try and get a 35, that's for sure. Oh, missed the turn in. Mr. Apex, I mean. Back to the comments. Hey mate, what's up? Tell me what's happening. NASCAR, baby. Yeah, I love NASCAR too. I just don't get much time to watch it. Oh, ladies and gentlemen. We have a pole position, but that TS30, 030, that Toyota, is quicker when you fuel saving than the Audi is. I mean, you know, Dieselgate and all. Would you ever like to race in Le Mans? Yes, sir. That's the whole reason I got back into got back into racing, is because I want to somehow get to Le Mans. I was pretty close this year, but the team eventually decided not to use me. They had other guys. Andrew, thank you so much. Glad you enjoyed the videos, mate. Danger Dave, that's who he is right here. Wow, 240 people watching. No pressure. Forza Kubica. Oh, have I got opinions about Kubica? Yeah, the TS050 can do the whole race without fuel saving, but this one is the 30. Does that make a difference? I don't know. Driving the tractor. Are you ready? Getting your 2020 race plans ready? Yes, sir. And I've had 2 races added to my 2019 calendar, which I can't announce yet, but I'm testing at Silverstone in 2 weeks' time. So there's a small hint there. Can't wait. Can't wait for that test. I hope I have the right tires on. Oh boy, I don't think I put the right tires on. Okay. Okay, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. What are your opinions on Kubica? Amazing driver, and sad to see him struggling in the Ferrari. And not the Ferrari, the Williams. Sad to see him struggling in the Williams. And I wish that, yeah, I wish he was quicker. But it's clear to me that George Russell is actually faster than him. George Russell has absolutely the right opinion to racing at the moment, and his whole approach to this Williams problem is really positive. And I think that when you read the comments of Kubica versus the comments of George Russell, you can just see that the mindset is very different, and it's really sad because yeah, Kubica has definitely lost some of his speed, and it's not to do with his injury. My opinion is that it has to do with being out of motorsport so long. Okay. No talking for 11 laps, which is like 18 minutes around here. That's what happens when you read the comments. Whoopsie. Grass on the tires, excuse. Threw away an easy lead there. But this guy must go, because he's on a one-stopper. I was reading the comments, ladies and gentlemen. Which I don't do in real life. I mean, in real racing, obviously. Okay, I don't think this guy in front is fuel saving. I mean, is one stopping. He's not pulling away that much on the straights. He's just out driving me. I love that corner in this car. Every other car I hate that corner, but in this car the rear is there for you. And you can really attack the entry and get the car to pivot. It's a lot of fun. Okay, that's what we needed. But I'm not going to take the bait. I'm going to short shift as much as I can. Try win more than one of these races. Current tally is sitting at like 1 in 6 or something. In order to do this though, I need to hit apexes, which I didn't do there. I'm 0.5 ahead of target in terms of fuel used. think I can gain some time up going up the hill if I just if I shift a little bit later from 4th to 5th. Oh, that was nice. That was on the line. That was really nice. That was terrible again. My sense of timing through that final corner, terrible today. What was that, David? I was looking at my lap time instead of the I think this guy in front of us is... I hope he's no stopping, because that will make it super interesting. Seriously. Okay, changing a little bit later, going up the hill just to lose a little bit less time. Maybe it puts us in the torque curve for the fuel usage. Let's try hit the apex this time. Much better. Go back to our fuel. 0.4 ahead of target. So we've used 0.2 to get there. Swiss driver ahead of us is struggling a little bit. Man, when these things understeer, they understeer. Oh, someone earlier said, am I doing WEC? No. No WEC for me. Although Ferrari do have a factory seat open, I am too old and too slow for that Ferrari seat. Official Ferrari seat. So I will be racing for customer teams as long as I'm a racing driver. No one forces me to stay with Ferrari, by the way. I try to stay with him. Oh, he is one stopping. Listen to those revs. He revved all the way up to the hill in 4th gear. When you cross lap 6, you need 6 laps of fuel. Right now we have 6.4, so we are 0.4 ahead of target. Okay, this guy smoked his tires and his fuel, so he's out the race. Oh, David, was that a penalty? 3, 2, 1, no. I have no plans to overtake yet. Trying to use the the slipstream to fuel save as much as I can. He's taking the wrong line through here anyway. It's putting much too much stress on those tires. Cheers! Toyota and me, baby. That's where it's at right now. Now without the dirty air, let's see what we can do. Probably shifted a bit too late there. And too early there to get the good lap time. It's all in the details, people. So around about lap 8 or 9, the tires are like, bro, Hamilton's coming, bro. Box me now, please. We can't max. We missed the window. It's too tight. No disrespect to Max, guy's a freaking machine. He is a machine, and he is so damn fast, and he has good temperament now. Last year he had terrible temperament. This year, very good temperament. His only problem is Hamilton is just as quick, but he has the experience and the temperament as well. He cries on the radio a lot, but I think that's all part of the game, and it's just a way to motivate himself. 9, 10, 11, still... That's the second mistake I've made today. Whenever I live stream, I'm like mistake city up in here. Oh, clean the tires. Gonna get a penalty for that one. Ah, okay, no penalty. Whoopsie. He's in the slipstream zone. I think it's anything within a second. Or is it 0.8 of a second? Gran Turismo regulars, update me there. Is it 0.8 or 1 second? I think it's 1 second. Let's hang it out a little bit here before I change gear, because I have the fuel to do it. 2.6 with 2.5 laps to go. Oh, nice little late apex there, rolls it in. Misses the apex entirely. It's going well. It's definitely going well. The other day I did a beautiful 1 minute 40.5 every lap. So proud of my consistency. I think that's the one I won. And here I am being a total bottler, working for Coca-Cola in a super hot factory somewhere without air conditioning. And I'm bottling it. What do you guys think of Leclerc? I also have an opinion there. I think he's super talented, but for some reason Ferrari brings out the mistakes in people at the moment. And I want to know why. Because they are obviously my favorite brand. But why are Vettel and Leclerc making so many mistakes there? By the way, I think Gasly's going to be up before the end of the season. I know they've reassured that he's not going to be out, but today he got lapped. He got lapped by his teammates, and I mean, is Kvyat the right choice? I don't know, but I don't think they have any other choices. Albon is too early. They should leave Albon there for another year. Oh, pitches it in. Pitches it in. Pitches it in and understeers off the track. Ladies and gentlemen, David Perel. So yeah, Gasly, I just think he needs another year in the junior team. Just to rebuild a bit of confidence, because at the moment, did the Toyota pit? Or did he spin? That was much better. When I don't talk, it's much better. Who would have thought that, hey? When I don't talk, I manage to hit apexes somehow. So yeah, if they put Gasly back in Toro Rosso, rebuilt him a little bit, then he came back to Red Bull, he'd be much stronger. I don't know if Kvyat is definitely the right choice. He's definitely driving well right now in Toro Rosso. He's obviously more mature. I watched an interview with him on Sky Sports the other day. Super mature compared to 2 years ago when he was kicked out of Red Bull. I mean, he's got the lifelines of lifelines there, guys. Kind of like Brendan Hartley, who got roasted mentally by Helmut Marko and Gasly, and that's probably why they kicked him out. Not to do with his speed. He got roasted mentally. So, anyway, 300 people online. I better make something interesting. Will you make your own merch? Yes, at some point. I'm going to start with caps. So, just if someone wants a cap with davidperel.net on it, just reply here +1 in the comments. Just say +1. If I get more than 10, I'll make some caps, okay? Kenny, how are you doing, sir? Okay, so we got an argument here. It's 1 sec, no, it's 0.8, it's 0.8, it's 1 sec, it's 0.8. According to Super GT, 0.8. I wouldn't trust anything Super GT says, guys. terrible win there, guys. I did not deserve that win, but I'm going to take it. And we're going to go back to Willow Springs. +1 plus Jesus. Okay. I'm not allowed to put a Ferrari logo on it, obviously. I would love to, but I'm not allowed to. For obvious reasons, you know, there's the whole copyright issue that you have to navigate. Oh no. I haven't tried this one yet, but I don't like the cart. Okay, the guy who put it in front was only 4 secs behind you at the end. Yes, so if you do the pit stop strategy, then you should finish the race about 1.5 to 2 seconds behind the leader if you get everything perfect. And I didn't get everything perfect. I know I'm capable of doing 1 minute 40 in every lap, so he was actually in one way lucky to get that close in this one. Why do you choose to drive Ferraris over any brand? I love Ferrari. I grew up loving Ferrari. What's wrong with Super GT? No, I'm just joking. I love Super GT. we are mates. So yeah. What else can I tell you guys? How hard to switch from real race car brake pedals to Thrustmaster ones? Not hard. I've been using the Thrustmaster brake pedals now for ages, and the brake pedals fine. Do I want a stiffer one? Yes, but I think some get the if your brake pedal is too stiff in sim racing, it's also not realistic, because in real racing we have G-force, which also assists in braking force. So you need to find a weird balance. What I'm looking for in a brake pedal, and which Thrustmaster hasn't got right yet, and I am speaking to them about it, is the feeling of the pedal when you press it, not the weight of it, not the force of it, but the kickback, the feeling of the brake disc, all of that. If they could develop a more sort of a way to I don't know, create some sense of feeling in the brake pedal, that would be amazing. Okay, so I'm gonna make some caps. Do you use the stock TGT pedals? Yes, I use the stock TGT pedals, but I have in my lounge right now still boxed T3PAs, which I've been meaning to try, and I will try that in the coming days. I've been away a lot recently, guys. It's been 7 weeks on the road, no weekends. This weekend I was hoping to have a weekend, but I tried to get my Nürburgring license, my permit A. There was a 4th attempt at trying to get it, and it failed because I didn't get to drive. So I went to Germany Friday night, then drove 1 lap in qualifying in the morning, and then packed my bags and went home and arrived this morning in London. Actually, you know what? We have so much time to... Yeah, let's watch the lap record of Tutu. When's the next race? Budapest. No? Hungaroring. Hungary... no, not Hungaroring. Nürburgring. Nürburgring Blancpain GT Sprint. End of the month. What about your PC? Still in the works, guys. I haven't had a chance to buy one or order one or set one up. I have not been home. In the last 7 weeks, I've been present and competed in 2 24-hour races. I've been present at 3 and competed in 2. Why not use the in-car onboard camera? This has been covered. I don't like it in the game. Look at this guy. What a machine. And he lifted. 18 laps. Ladies and gentlemen, this is how you set a fastest lap, by the way. You don't do restart after restart, you do laps in a row. That was a line I don't take. Brake at 50, brake at 45. Nice and smooth. I brake too aggressively there. He's just rolling the speed like a real pro. Maintain speed through there, doesn't brake. Just rolls the throttle, rolls the throttle. That I don't like. Okay, so I'm not going to do that. So sorry, Tsutsu. In my mind, this lap is invalidated because he rally crossed the car with slick tires. I don't mind track limits, but to me that's, I don't know. I mean, there are every other corner you did faster than me, obviously, but that corner there is just a little bit. So my theory is that it makes no difference what steering wheel and pedal setup you use, by the way, to go fast in this game. I think that if you are a fast driver, you could be using a freaking Logitech in this game and you'll be a fast driver. Wow, he's braking at 100. Okay, so there he's killing me. ACC has a new tire model. Yes, I was meant to try it when I was in Spa, but I didn't get the chance. I do believe that the stock TGT pedals are the same as the T3PAs. Look at that little bug, ladies and gentlemen. Did you have fun at Spa? No. Hood cam for replay? No. People are still topping leaderboards and esports with DFGTs. Exactly. Thank you, Source. Rules are rules. It's not subjective. 100%. I'm not saying that he shouldn't get that time, and I've maximum respect for him. I'm just saying it's not the way I'm going to get the lap time. That's all. Here in the States, did the same thing on their corner. Yeah, it's fine, guys. There's no problem with it. You can do it. I'm not going to do it. And anyway, I have to. I abuse track limits when I can as well. Still using G29. Hallelujah. Does the G29 work on PS4? So yeah, the TGT pedals and the T3PA pedals I think are the same. The only thing with the T3PA pedals is I can spin them around and use them effectively upside down. And I like that feeling. Someone at the top is driving with a remote. Oh, for sure. It's not a hindrance in this game. I mean, the guys are... I remember I used to set world records with that remote. It was only Gran Turismo... I think in Gran Turismo 4, towards the end of the life of Gran Turismo 4, that I got a steering wheel. Because definitely GT3 I wasn't using a steering wheel. And yeah, since then I have a bit of a steering wheel addiction. So. In order to set lap times, people, you need to hit apexes. Kelster is a machine. Kelster, if you're watching, muchos respetos. You are freaking fast in this game, mate. Okay, we keep pushing. So let me just go quiet for 3 laps. Let me just try set a lap time. I just want to see what I can do here. We need to get some laps on the board and then try push. So no restarting. Okay, we're going rear bias, people. That was terrible. That was terrible. So one of the key reasons that Tsutsu could brake at 100 meters there is because this line was tighter into the final corner. So the target here is a 16.3, by the way. I wonder how he gets the car to flip around there. Was he in second gear? No, he was in third gear. So far the rear brake balance not working. Oh, David. David, that was terrible. That was nice and smooth, huh? You want to be closer to the curb there. That's where I don't want the rear bias, but I want the rear bias here. So I need to adapt accordingly. That was a much better exit. Okay, I think a 3 is on here. I think a 3 is possible. Going back to the rear. Bottle. Put the F's there, people. So much potential, throwing it away. Gotta say, it's taking a little bit of mental energy to switch the braking in between those two corners. Oh, that's what I wanted the previous lap. That's what I wanted. Ah, didn't give me the thing. Okay, back to the comments. 16491. That's a new one for me. You should get the new Fanatec Direct Drive. I have played it. I feel no difference. Ribeye, so the car will rotate in turns better under braking. Not necessarily true, ladies and gentlemen. It depends how good the front brakes are. This track is the bane of my existence. Yeah, mine too. Mine too. Okay. 69 in the McGon, shift to second in that corner. Yeah, I think the second is like the fake handbrake turn. Oh, P2. But now I'm permanently in front of Duvani. Thank you. Okay. Sorry, mate. In the McGon. Okay. Reading the comments, seeing something here. Willow Springs is a club level track. Absolutely. Okay. F, yeah. Sucks to hear the recent results, mate. Did you do FIA yesterday? No, I was in Germany. Do you sell t-shirts from Ronaldo Racing, like the one of your 333? No, we don't. FFF, I don't know Group 1, so I can't do the race. C, don't care, don't think that's why I asked if he make his own merch. Okay, please don't log me out. I have a feeling I'm going to get logged out. I cannot get an SS because my region is South Africa. Am I going to try ACC again? Absolutely. Democles? How you doing, man? How could I meet you when you are back in SA? Kailami 9 hour, brother. I will be there. So if you come to the Kailami 9 hour, you will see me there and come say hi. I hold fist too long. Okay, noted. Okay, so I need to make some caps. Now the question is, if you go to my Instagram page, this is not a self-promotion, but if you go to instagram.com/David Perel, you'll see I wear a white and black sort of trucker cap. Are you guys okay with that cap? If you're okay with that cap, hit +1. YT user 911, great username, is asking me if Salmu, how you doing, bro? If the BOP is too, if we don't have enough BOP, if we don't have enough power in GT3, and I agree, I think we should have 600 horsepower. At the moment we have closer to 500 horsepower. Instagram.com/David Perel. Check that black and white cap that I use. It's like a trucker's cap. Do you want me to make that cap with my logo on it? I can get some made. But you guys are going to have to pay for shipping. So Selmu, I met in Zandvoort, absolute legend. We keep in touch. And he's starting P5. Mate, what was that about? Gonna flash him a little bit. Just tell him I'm not stoked. Was unnecessarily aggressive on the first lap when we could have won the race. Now what are we going to be doing? We're going to be battling each other for P nowhere. Just don't understand when you want to race for second place, man. Is that going to give me a penalty? 3, 2, 1. Huh? Dangerous Dave in the house. Angry Dave. Don't race for frickin' second place on the first lap. That's stupid. Plus I showed a lot of respect in the previous races. So I don't feel too bad. But I don't know how I'm going to do a 16.6 to catch the leader. When Duvani catches me, he's going to punt me to Mars. So I'm leaving the brake balance at neutral. And to be honest with you, I'm not feeling much difference between this and the negatives I was running. Ooh-wee, 16.7. I think that's my best race lap without a slipstream. But look at Duvani, 16.1 in the last lap. Admittedly slipstream assisted. But still, that's a big lap from him, big lap. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm not apologizing. That was tough. Sarge, I've designed caps for formates. It's one of my passions, so I'm gonna design the next set for sure. So Duvani, I actually have no problem with him usually. He was just too aggressive on the first lap, and usually we have really good racing together. Oh, that's hilarious! I got a clean race reward. But this time I just wasn't gonna let it fly. A little bit of dangerous Dave there. Okay, sorry mate. Let's see. No, man. Thanks for the race, bro. I'm sorry, man. But that wasn't gonna fly. Okay. You almost got me for the punt, by the way. We're doing this race one more time. And then... prepare for the realm. Yes, 100%, 100%, 100%. Shadow Realm gates downloading. Guys, I was going to be sent beyond sent in that one. Jeez. Oh, luckily he went wide. Willow Springs, worst track. It's fun, but it's not just, there's not braking and stuff. What's the best time for Nations Cup Dragon Trail in European region? I'm not sure, I have to check. I don't think I touched him at the point where he went off, so I got super lucky there. Okay, we're gonna do this race one more time, and then I have to go eat something, ladies and gentlemen. But thank you to everyone who has been watching so far. It's been a crazy turnout, and I could not be happier. And I'm sorry I haven't been doing more Gran Turismo. Sorry, not Gran Turismo. More videos recently. It's just I haven't been around. So, and tomorrow there's a chance that, I mean, I'm either going to be here for the next 12 days, or I'm going to go to Italy tomorrow for some training. So, yeah. So anyway, we're gonna do one more race just for fun. Let's see if we can finally win this race. And then we will tune in again when I'm back. That's the old Senna onboard video of the NSX jamming the throttle, ba ba ba. Doesn't work in modern day cars. Don't like that style of driving. They don't like this style of driving either. Should we try the Tsutsu line? You need extra skill to get that one right, I suppose. Skills I'm lacking. You'd like a rundown of Spa. Okay, so who wants a Spa onboard story, but it's going to be from Free Practice 2? Okay, if you want that, +1. If you want that, it's +1. Forza has better physics. Haha, no chance. So the reason I can only do free practice, guys, for those of you only tuned in now, is because for some reason our SD card didn't record the race, which just adds salt to the wound. When not only did we not finish the race, but when I pulled out the SD card and checked it, it was absolutely blank. There was nothing on it. Heartbroken. I was like, this is unbelievable. And you know, it's not a guarantee that it's not a guarantee that you do the race every year. So I have no footage from this year's race, and in the night I had a really good stint. From 11:30 p.m. to 1:30 a.m. It was damp conditions, and I was on rain tires, and I was one of the top 5 quickest cars on track for 2 hours, which was really cool because we were struggling in practice. And it's always nice when you get some confirmation that you're quick in the rain, because at the start of the race I was struggling, but the car came to us in the night. So, and I was overtaking lots of cars. I overtook the leader of the Silver Cup, even though we were 7 laps behind. I caught him and passed him, so it showed that we had the pace. In fact, I caught every Silver Cup car that was in front of me. None of them overtook me, and but it had no difference to us because we were 7 laps behind. So because of the ABS issue in the start. So I was really looking forward to showing that nighttime onboard. Even with the terrible camera quality, you wouldn't have seen much, but I would have spoken through it. And all that footage is gone. I think if we didn't have the ABS issue, we had a real chance of winning that race, and I'm not joking. Oh, use the front tires to slow the car, David. That's terrible. Why am I losing the car there? Because that's why. Tsutsu, I think you can do a 15.8 if you do that corner with front bias, mate. Okay, so I will do an onboard story from free practice, and I will explain to you what happened in the race and why we didn't make it, and you're just gonna have to be happy with some free practice driving. I'll tell you guys about the horrible schedule of the Spa 24 hour. You barely get any practice, honestly. And it all happens in one day, and before you know, it's like you've waited a whole week and you blink and the week you've missed practice. So and then after that I'm gonna do a onboard story of Zandvoort sprint race 2. I can't do race 1 because we had an incident and the SRO doesn't let me share those videos. When the wheel came off, I'm not allowed to show it. Anyway, that race is not as interesting as me chasing down Marcello, then him pulling away, then Marcello going for a pit stop, and then me having some free track to do an undercut, and then my co-driver Renat getting the job done and taking the lead. So that'll be a fun onboard. I'll ask Renat, my co-driver, if I can use his first 2 laps. And then I still have Portimao 24 hour, which I want to show you guys. Like I said, I just haven't had the time to edit these videos because I've been at racetracks. But anyway, looking forward to doing some more onboard stories. For those of you who don't know, please follow me on Twitter. That's where I most frequently update my results and stuff. So that's twitter.com/David Perel. And I do have a Patreon account if you want me to get a PC. I'm very close now. I've almost saved enough for the PC. Almost there. And that's patreon.com/David Perel. Basically, any website.com/David Perel, you're going to find me. And very soon, I'm going to be offering coaching in a more formal manner. So if you guys want coaching with Gran Turismo Sport or iRacing, whatever, that is coming soon. But for now, all you have to do is just watch my stuff and enjoy it. You don't have to do anything else besides that. There are no obligations. Just enjoy what I put out. If you don't like something, tell me, criticize me. I'm happy to take criticisms and improve, even if it's driving advice. Although I do sometimes laugh when I get driving advice during the onboard stories without from someone who's never driven a GT car. I'm like, okay, buddy, your comment is taken on board. In fact, the funniest is when my brother spots him and then he sends me a WhatsApp of a screenshot. Oh, lots of plus ones going on here. Woo-wee! Monza. Do I have something from Monza? Oh boy, Duvani's gonna send me, guys. So the coaching with me is I watch you drive. And I then comment on how you can improve, and then I'll showcase some examples, so then you'll watch me drive. So we do like a private lobby together. It's quite fun. I've already done one with Rascal the Rabbit, and he seemed to enjoy it. And obviously I coach in real life, so I've coached quite a few drivers in real life to race wins, so I figured I could take that to sim racing, because I know a thing or two about sim racing as well, and I use sim racing so much, so I wanted to offer something. I mean, there already is something on Patreon, so you can already get coached by me if you go to my Patreon page, but I want to make something where you can buy a single session or multiple sessions instead of paying per month, because with Patreon you have to pay per month. I mean, you can cancel a monthly thing at any time, but I think once-off payment for 3 sessions will be much better. Okay, so Duvani is going to dive bomb me. This could be how we're ending the evening. There he is flashing me, so I'm dead on arrival. Or usually we have clean racing together. It was just that race. First he punted me, so no qualms there. Let's see. Maybe it's even Stevens. I don't think, based on the comments that we got afterwards, which was the no man. I don't know. Anyway, to win, I think you need to be P2 so you can get P1. And the guy in first place, who is American with a UK account, I don't know. He's too fast for me at the moment. Anyway, let's go. Oh, he's pushing me. So my intention actually wasn't to hit him there. I was meant to back out of it. I wasn't meant to hit him. %, was not meant to touch him there. Strange, there is a slight slipstream effect that you can feel when you're going to turn 1 with a slipstream. There's definitely a little bit of sliding going on there. Oh man, come on David, I want to be closer than that. No, David, no! Damn it! And he made the mistake too. Big push. Big push, big push. Oh, did the leader get punted off there? Oh my god. Just not fast enough, and too many mistakes. But that is how we're closing out this session, ladies and gentlemen. So thank you so much for watching. I'm going to take a screenshot of this and upload it later. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you found it information valuable in some way. And yeah, if I pay for $50 on your Patreon, can I get paddock passes for the Nürburgring? Yeah, that's what the $50 one is for. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. And enjoy your Sunday evenings, and we will chat super soon. Good night, peace out, etc., etc.